What did it cost?
Everything.
I quite literally sacrificed everything to get my hands on the infamous Vex Mythoclast. You know, sometimes you say something but never believe it can come true, especially after seeing the incredible low drop rate of it since the Vault of Glass returned. Well, that's what I thought until this past week. I pledged to RNGesus that if I was to finally get the Vex Mythoclast on my final Vault of Glass looted run this week, that I would main it for the rest of the season. And I was blessed by the loot gods. Yes, I was using the Lord of Wolves for DPS, and who knows, that may have been the key to unlocking the Vex network to get this exotic to drop. Either way, this is where we are right now. Vex Mythoclast will be equipped at all times on my active character until the end of the season of the Splicer. In raids, dungeons, the Crucible, and yes, even Gambit, Vex will be by my side until the end of time. It'll feature in all build videos and clips going forwards, whether it fits the build or not. I'm personally looking forward to getting to use it so much and somewhat master it, because for as long as I can remember, I've swapped weapons as quickly as a quick thing, and even more so since I started this YouTube game. So that's the story, and despite its obvious downsides, I've been having a ton of fun with it since I got it. As we'll be spending a lot of time with it over the next 2 months or so, let's take a look at it and go over some basics to just improve the weapon, as well as a must-have handy starter build for any Vex Mythoclast enthusiast, much like myself. Timeless Mythoclast is the exotic perk, whereby the weapon fires a single bolt with each trigger pull. It's technically a fusion rifle, but more so acts like a high impact auto rifle as it does fire in full auto. That's where the similarities end with its OG D1 counterpart, as it now also comes with an alternate fire mode with the Temporal Unlimiter perk. Final blows with the weapon grant stacks of Overcharge. At the max 6x stack, you can hold the reload button to change it into a linear fusion rifle. You get 3 shots in this mode, and they do pack a punch, especially for a primary ammo weapon. Along with the weapon's high aim assist and perfect recoil direction, it makes landing these shots in PvE and PvP really easy, and it feels really forgiving in the Crucible as you land headshots from distance. It has an 820 charge time in this mode, making it one of the slowest linear fusion rifles in the game, but it does kind of make it easier to line up your shots. The only thing that initially feels off with Vex is the stability. Despite its perfect recoil direction, it's incredibly bouncy. The catalyst though will somewhat correct this, adding bonus stability per overcharge stack, however it's still more than manageable without it. Now this build setup is the very first I used with Vex, and it's highly effective mainly at replacing its Lost Rampage style damage boost it had in Destiny 1 via the Crowd Control perk. We're turning to the Titan for this one, and specifically the Code of the Missile Thunder Crash Titan. Inertia Override is a slept on perk for this somewhat meme subclass, but simply sliding over ammo will grant you a 20% damage boost for 4 seconds. It's not a huge buff, but it's enough for you to get the drop on your opponent with Vex in PvP or to start any encounter in PvE. More importantly, it's the kickstart to getting Firewalker started with the Path of the Burning Steps. Because once you've got a kill with the Vex using Inertia Override, you'll now start to build towards getting stacks of Firewalker. With subsequent multi-kills, you'll be getting up to a 35% damage boost at a 4x stack, massively increasing the damage output in both its normal and linear fusion fire modes. Now there's a bunch of mods you can use to complement this, but we're really going for damage output with this one, so taking charge along with high energy fire is a must, which will fill in any gaps between Inertia Override and Firewalker. Alternatively, quick charge will also do for multi-kills as it's a fusion rifle at heart. I'd definitely consider using all fusion rifle specific mods with Vex 2, which massively boosts its handling abilities through fusion rifle targeting, loading, dexterity and unflinching mods. High strength stats will boost the ability to proc Inertia Override through the Ballistic Slam melee, so Radiant Light will also be a good shout for a huge stat boost. This build is perfect to pair with a shotgun in the kinetic slot, with the Reese Walker being a favourite of mine at the minute. A shotgun ammo finder will help create ammo bricks to slide over too. A solar heavy weapon like Hazen's Vengeance or Solar Scar are also great choices and will benefit the most from a max stack of Firewalker for high DPS when required. The beauty with this build is that it isn't just buffing Vex Mythoclast damage, but it's buffing all of your weapons damage at all times. Building up stacks of Overcharge is relatively easy if you move through encounters, and switching to the Temporal Unlimiter linear fusion rifle mode will help deal with yellow bars easily. Then you can launch a melee with Ballistic Slam to proc inertia override using your shotgun in close quarters combat, or start working Vex back up. It's really straightforward and highly effective in all game modes, adding a splash of spice with Thunder Crash to top it all off. This is just the start for the season of the Mythoclast right here on the channel. Ultimately, it's all for a bit of fun as I stick with this unique exotic until the end of the season. I've already got a ton of ideas to use with it, some will work, some will be just for a laugh, and others will be totally pointless. But here we are paying the price for making a deal with the RNG loot gods. If you're new here, why not subscribe? My content's half decent to be honest, and there's always something different going on too, whether it's short clips or bad jokes. Hitting like though is always greatly appreciated, help me feed the YouTube algorithm troll. Discord is a good place to hang out too, join using the link below. That's it for this one though, so on that and as always, thank you very much for watching and I hope to see you next time.